The values of humanism. Here are two concepts that can be analyzed separately but also together. Value, what is worth choosing, cultivating, appreciating. Values can be economic, but also cultural, material, or spiritual. Humanism, philosophy and/or historical intellectual movement, but also perennial, dimension of man as a rational and moral being. The values of humanism, today more than ever, are desirable in the global world. We will lean towards those values of good, beauty, and truth that shape us as human beings. The values of humanism can be natural, felt, and practiced as such by humans, or written and codified. The values of humanism are a condition of peace and harmony on the planet. Throughout modern history, they have been codified in many books of human rights or the rules of coexistence of certain populations, religions, etc. Today, we are mainly talking about two things: tolerance and inclusion. Tolerance and inclusion are possible where there is a diluted role of religions and worship is not prohibitive to other moral conduct. On tolerance and inclusion, I would note that these will refer to cultural values. A brief presentation of value makes us distinguish something that is worthy of respect and consideration. Value has its dialectic and through evolution passes into non-value or negative value. This is the path thesis, antithesis. From non-value or negative value, it makes the leap to the new value that does not negate the previous one, but only pushes it into the background. Hence the synthesis. In other words, tolerance and the inclusion of ethical human values, which stimulate the development of respect, care, compassion, altruism, generosity, human dignity, for man, for fellow man. After millennia of religious, ethical, scientific interpretation of man, we arrive in the 21st century at defining him as a rational and moral being, unique in his capacity on earth. This is how Pico della Mirandola also saw it in The Dignity of Man, 1486, that Adam, the man capable of choosing to rise to the majesty of divinity or descend to animal bestiality. The values of humanism of the 21st century can and must continue to be values of goodness, beauty, and truth, ethical values that stimulate and protect the humanity of individuals and communities. Scientific values that support the knowledge of the world and the universe, of the human being as part of a whole, but also uniqueness endowed with moral conscience. Aesthetic values, which come to complete the search for the sense of beauty and harmony by which man, a creative being, differs from an animal. The 21st century is, without fail, a synthesis, a leap to a new humanity and humanism. It remains to define the terms of this new category of humanism, the values invoked in the name of tolerance and inclusion. We may be dealing, and indeed it is desirable, with another renaissance, a new humanism. As rational and moral beings, it is our duty to create a cultural ethos commensurate with the aspirations for human dignity of each individual.